the bounce house, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So UCF's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hudson. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvey. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Harvey. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Knights want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Burnett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Conley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He fires one deep down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He caught it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running the field goal unit out there, and the only chance this one has is if they give it overnight delivery. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Up-tempo for the offense. The RPO, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Harvey. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. And they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Handoff from the gun. Oh, gave the defender the business.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's Jefferson. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Knights get enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Knights will hustle to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, it's Fafita. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.